fought the rest, now try the best!
This guy Hwoarang is insane. His design is crazy, bro. Look at him. Look at the pants, look at the jacket. This guy, look at that, bro. That is crazy. Out of all the characters so far, I think going from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8, Kazuya and Hwoarang looks spectacular. Also, you got to give Lars credit. But Hwoarang here, I kind of want to say he doesn't even look like Hwoarang, but I love this new Hwoarang. He says, I will destroy you. There's a lot of cool things that I saw in this trailer. I will spot it out as we go on. I do got to say at the very beginning though, thank you for giving us a look at a new stage. What I really wanted to see with Hwoarang is how his sort of aggressive gameplay transitions into this game, because you know Tekken 8 is all about aggression and Hwoarang is also a character who's all about aggression. This is the same exact power crush that he had in Tekken 7, but it's a little bit different. In Tekken 7, the power crush launches. This one just gives Nina a very cool and crazy ragdoll animation. She gets hit and her body kind of does this like tornado, kind of like you see in the movies. She gets knocked down, lands on her back, and then Hwoarang goes for basically a 50-50. If you stay down right here, he could do this leg sweep and knock you down. If you try to stand up, I'm pretty sure he could do like forward something, but he do that kick, that very high kick, and he will launch you in the air and basically do another combo. So that's basically what his power crush is going to be now. Instead of a combo, you just get a mix up. This is something that I've been kind of concerned about for Tekken 8. We've seen so many characters now who have a parry. Jun Kazama had a parry, Asuka had a parry, Leroy, Jin, Hwoarang, so many characters have a parry, and I just wonder like how is this going to change these characters, because Hwoarang's all about aggression and you got to find these rare moments where you yourself can press a button. So if he has this Hwoarang, it looks kind of similar to Jin. Yeah, it looks kind of similar to Jin's parry. Jin kind of throws his hands up real briefly and then he just swipes away your attack. But the fact that he has this is going to make it a little bit more riskier when you are trying to challenge him for doing something careless like a double high string. So this part here was really crazy. You guys got to correct me if I'm wrong on this because I'm going out on a limb. But I think the string that Hwoarang does here is pulled directly from Baek Do-san. I remember seeing this in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and I can't remember if it was in fact Baek Do-san or if it was Hwoarang. I think this is Baek Do-san's attack. Let me know if I'm wrong though. So he does that kick that basically screws, and then he takes this big hop. 1, 2, 3. That's Baek Do-san. I haven't seen Baek Do-san in quite a long time, but I think that's him. From that point, and also too with this attack is going to be very good for breaking the floors on stages. This is going to be a natural combo extension for Hwoarang. Combo extension, what we're going to look at right now with the wall is pretty insane. He does this like double kick, bop bop. And then what I like about this too, when I was talking about wanting to get a look at some of the other stages, this is exactly what I mean. I didn't even know this stage had these explosive barrels back here. I thought it was only that dark nighttime stage, but this one also has it. Hwoarang wall splats Nina against it and she flies up in the air. I really love this animation. I don't know what it is about this stage, but you get a better look at this animation. Launches her high up in the sky. Hwoarang gets sent back to that perfect distance and then he could follow up with a combo. He crouches first. Crouches while rising something to screw her back to the wall. Power crush, step forward, and then this move right here is going to be so crazy. He does this looks like a new move, but he does like a mid kick and then he swipes down. This move almost reminds me of Yoshimitsu's no sword stance King Chop forward 1 is what this looks like. For the Yoshimates, you guys know what I'm talking about. He swipes down with the hand without the sword. This looks like the same sort of idea here, but this is definitely going to break floors and lead to that natural combo extension. Now this is another cool part. If you guys saw the video that I made just a second ago where I was talking about Jin and Hwoarang, their rivalry, come at me with everything you got. He's telling Hwoarang, you come at me, you show me what you can do. So it kind of shows that dynamic where Hwoarang is the one who has to prove himself, which is kind of crazy because if you think about the last interaction, Hwoarang bodied Jin and then Jin had to go devil Jin in order to win the match. So here's where the trailer gets really interesting because this is when Hwoarang starts using a lot of his heat and this is when he starts using a lot of the chip. He does a counter hit high. It sort of gives that crumbling animation we see in Tekken 7. Hwoarang does a jab. He does that high attack. Look at that. He goes in the heat. Boom. Heat system. spikes down to the ground. I wonder if a heat attack like that will break the floor. From the heat system, Hwoarang does this back punch that he also has in Tekken 7. This one looks like I don't want to say nerfed, right? I don't want to use the word nerfed, but it just looks different from Tekken 7. In Tekken 7, when he throws this back spinning punch, he usually takes a huge step to the left, right? But here he doesn't really do that. He just moves forward. And I wonder what this is going to do in terms of Hwoarang players able to clutch out victories, because this is something that they always do to sneak in that last hit, sidestep a little bit, and then punch. It's all built into the move, but this one's more linear. This is a heat system counter hit. It sends Jin Kazama flying towards the wall. Hwoarang closes the distance, and then boom, to the wall. And I love this part right here. The walls in Tekken 7, or at least wall breaks in Tekken 7, usually the wall behind just crumbles and an opponent stays right there and you just hit them. But here in Tekken 8, Jin Kazama literally flies through the wall. You see that? Through the wall, and look at how much distance Hwoarang runs up to catch him, and then he does a combo. I just wonder how this is going to work in terms of let's say Geese Howard stage, multiple walls. A lot of characters could go wall to wall to wall, but if you have this thing where they travel a little bit, maybe more characters will be able to, if there's a wall to wall to wall break kind of stage. Here Hwoarang just does a little simple combo after. Once again, I don't want to use the word nerf, but he does this double mid gut punch, and then it looks like it just stumbles him, but also Jin gets hit with everything after this. I don't know if he could block, or if this is all guaranteed. We'll have to see once the game actually comes out, or the beta or whatever, but he just gets hit by all of this. He doesn't block at all, so I'm wondering if this is a natural combo. Now the chip damage, oh my god, the chip damage. So Hwoarang is a character who hits you, hit. So every time Jin goes orange like this, he's taking chip damage. That's 1 chip, 2 chip, 3 chip, and then he gets hit right there. Playing defense against Hwoarang when you're in heat is not going to be pretty, because Hwoarang, he just hits you, and I wonder how much will his chip damage actually do. In my opinion, I think the chip damage should go from character to character, because some characters do more poking than others. Like Hwoarang is a character who's always pressing buttons, always swinging, so the chip kind of favors him more than it does, let's say, a Yoshimitsu. Here Hwoarang does another signature move. He launches Jin right into heat, and then he does pretty much, this move looks exactly like Tekken 7. That hop kick is what Hwoarang got sort of towards the end of Tekken 7. I think this is another one of Baek Dusan's attacks, so he has that still. And I love his rage art here. His rage art is incredible. It's kind of a combination between Ken from Street Fighter 6 and also Guile. The kicking and spinning in it, that's like straight up Ken. But then the part at the end where he does that kind of axe kick, where he starts going blue, that reminds me so much of Guile. I really like this trailer. I think Hwoarang is one of my favorite characters so far. From his design, his gameplay, to the rage art. This is a character who I'm very interested in seeing play out, because Hwoarang is a very popular character, and he looks amazing here. He truly looks amazing. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like on this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.